Hello friends, welcome back to Materials Conceptual Study. In this video, initially we will consider an hypereutectoid steel and study its solidification mechanism by cooling it down from upper critical temperature range to room temperature. Then we will construct the time temperature transformation diagram for the hypereutectoid steel and study some of its features. So friends, watch this video until the end. As we know that in iron cementite phase diagram, if we have an eutectoid steel of 0.8% carbon and cool it down from upper critical temperature range to room temperature, then we will get 100% pearlitic microstructure. And we have also studied the time temperature transformation diagram for this eutectoid steel as well. Now let's consider a composition to the right of eutectoid, which is termed as hypereutectoid. Its microstructure above the ACM line would consist of entirely grains of gamma phase. As we cool it down, just below the ACM line, we will reach in cementite plus gamma region. So, cementite particles will start precipitating out at the grain boundaries and is known as pro-eutectoid cementite. Because this phase has been precipitated out before the start of eutectoid reaction, that is why we call it as pro-eutectoid cementite. Just above the eutectoid temperature line, but still in the cementite plus gamma region, the fraction of pro-eutectoid cementite phase will increase to such an extent that it will form a complete network of pro-eutectoid cementite phase along the grain boundary. As the eutectoid temperature is reached, the temperature will become constant and an invariant reaction known as eutectoid reaction will start, in which all the remaining austenite will then transform into pearlite, which is actually a mixture of ferrite plus cementite. So just below the lower critical temperature, the microstructure will consist of pro-eutectoid cementite network and pearlite, which is actually a mixture of cementite plus ferrite. And no further microstructural changes will occur on further cooling it down to room temperature. Now let's see how the TTD diagram for the hypereutectoid steel will get modified. First of all, ACM line will be added here. Because of the formation of pro-eutectoid cementite phase, there will be an additional line above the nose region, just like in the case of TTD diagram of hypoeutectoid steel, which indicates the beginning of formation of pro-eutectoid cementite and is denoted as CS. So the region between red and green line will now becomes pro-eutectoid cementite plus austenite. As this green line indicates the start of pearlite transformation from austenite, so the region next to this line should also contain pearlite. That is why the upper region between the red and green line would consist of three main phases, and those are pro-eutectoid cementite plus austenite plus pearlite. When all the austenite have been consumed to form pearlite by eutectoid reaction, we will reach at red line, which is indicated as PF. So the region next to the PF line will contain only two phases, that is pro-eutectoid cementite and pearlite. This is the end of lecture 2. In the next lecture, I will talk about the effect of Laing elements on the TTD diagram. So friends, please stay in touch with me.